Yo, what is going on, everyone in the XRP community? Hope you guys are having yourselves a fantastic night. I did not upload a video today because I did notice that really, aside from what we discussed in the stream, there really wasn't anything else to make a video on. So I was like, you know what? We'll pass for today. But then around half an hour ago, I discover the latest tweet from Ripple's Michelle Bond, who recently, I think last week, made it very clear that Ripple was indeed working with 50 governments around the world. And that's pretty cool, knowing that we also work with 40 to 50 central banks around the world. But now it's a total of 50 governments engaging with Ripple, the company. So guys, let's go ahead and get right into it. So first off, I want you guys to note that back on July 11th, 2019, Brad comes out with this tweet, which I thought was pretty amazing. Applauding the UK regulator, the FCA, which is the Financial Conduct Authority, for providing clarity and leadership on the classifications of digital assets. They recognize ETH has the features of a hybrid exchange/utility token, not a security token, and call out the similarities between Ethereum and XRP. So again, Brad Garlinghouse tweets this out because he really likes the fact that this the FCA in the UK, they're actually starting to classify XRP along with Ethereum, which has actually already gotten clearance from the SEC. If you guys don't remember, it was a way long time ago, but it was that one dude at like some Yahoo Finance Summit, I want to say. And this guy from the SEC was there and basically said, like, you know what, to our knowledge, really, Bitcoin and Ethereum are not securities. So like Bitcoin and Ethereum in the US have already been classified as, you know, these exchange utility tokens have not been classified as a security. And then right around that time, when the SEC mentioned only Bitcoin and Ethereum not being securities, that's when the FUD for XRP as a security started rolling out, when the SEC did not include XRP in their statement. However, check out this latest tweet from Michelle Bond at Ripple. The FCA now lists XRP in the company of Bitcoin and Ethereum, both of which were previously classified as exchange and or utility tokens and not a security token. This is exactly the kind of regulatory clarity the industry needs. So the Financial Conduct Authority in the UK, guess what they're doing now? Again, so really right here, what they're saying is consumers should be mindful of the absence of certain regulatory protections when considering purchasing unregulated crypto assets. Unregulated crypto assets, example given, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. And I like how they call it XRP, like right on the dot, not the, Ripple or Ripples, or I mean, even sometimes I even see like Rippled, which is just the name of the code, really. But I'm glad to actually see them call it XRP. So now we're seeing a major regulatory agency in the UK now putting XRP kind of in the same basket as Bitcoin and Ethereum, which have already been given non-security clearance in the US. So the fact that we're seeing a major UK regulator right now put XRP in the same basket as Bitcoin and Ethereum, I think that trend will continue as other regulators see what the FCA is doing. They'll probably take a page out of the FCA's book and start doing the same thing for XRP, because it truly is an exchange and a utility token. It is absolutely not a security. A security must be issued by an institution, and essentially gains are promised. That's completely not the way XRP works. It's an open source decentralized protocol. Okay, so guys, actually pretty major stuff that Michelle Bond brings to us. Again, I wish I would have found this earlier at 4:40 p.m., but I mean, like after 3 o'clock, I'm really just like kind of off Twitter for the day. So I check back on it just 9 o'clock, just real quick, just to see what was going on. And we come across with this. FCA now lists XRP in the company of Bitcoin and Ethereum, both which were previously classified as exchange or utility tokens and not a security token. This is exactly the kind of regulatory clarity the needs, folks. Sounds like XRP starting to be put in the same basket as Bitcoin and Ethereum in terms of regulatory clarity, and XRP soon to get regulatory clearance. Because guys, Ripple works with 50 governments around the world, and most likely the FCA. So, I mean, guys, the regulatory clarity for XRP, it's coming. It just takes time. And guys, the beautiful thing about this is that now XRP is being kind of put in that same basket of utility token. That is, again, going to give us a lot more confidence in terms of regulatory clarity when financial institutions want to lean in and use this technology, because they don't want to use a security for settlement. They could be a lot of a lot of regulatory loopholes and a lot of regulatory bottlenecks there, right? So, guys, having XRP start to be classified by regulatory agencies as a utility token, which I imagine they've met with Ripple, they've discussed with Ripple, they've given the history of XRP, and they now understand it. So I'm hoping to really see this as a trend, and other government agencies around the world will take a page out of the FCA's book and start classifying XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin all as utility tokens, because that way, if we do get XRP, if we get that regulatory clarity clearance by the SEC labeling XRP as a non-security because they haven't said anything about it. And by the way, they have been asked about it, but they declined to comment, which I find interesting. Guys, regulatory clarity is on the way for XRP. These leading regulatory agencies are now starting to classify XRP as a utility token because that's exactly what it is. It has utility. That's a fact. All right, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. Really, really cool stuff. XRP now being classified as in the same basket, Bitcoin and Ether as utility tokens. Hopefully the trend continues. Other financial regulatory agencies take the same step forward. And again, when we have that regulatory clarity, that allows banks to easily leverage the technology and the asset without having any local regulatory issues. So good stuff here in the UK. Really good stuff. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in the video tonight. Really do appreciate it. Make sure you do smash the like, subscribe, check the links in the description if you do want to support the channel. Make sure you hit those post notifications so you never miss a video or stream. And as always, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.